Hello everyone, I'm John Eggins. This is PNG Tonight. Coming up, the Catholic Bishops' Conference, that's representing Catholics in Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands, wants the government to release funds earmarked for health services run by the church. Former Defence Force Commander Major General Jerry Singarok predicts other countries will be forced to take over security operations during APEC in 2018. In his Easter message today, Prime Minister Peter O'Neill asked all Papua New Guineans to take care of each other over the long weekend. He reminded all that Easter is a time for celebrating the victory of good over evil and urged everyone to work together for peace in what he described as the troubled world. On Easter Reflections, I talked to the General Secretary of the Catholic Bishops' Conference, Father Victor Roche, who also said the government should reconsider withholding funds meant for church-run health services. Thank you, Father, for talking to us. Welcome to the program.
Most welcome.
Okay, Easter. It's this time of the year when we have Easter, an important biblical day on the calendar. The message to Papua New Guinea on Easter. What is it from you as the General Secretary of the Catholic Bishops' Conference, Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands?
Thank you, John. It's my privilege to be here. If Christmas is a family celebration,
Yes.
Easter and the Holy Week in a special way is a personal journey, because we are not only reflecting on Jesus' journey, but also we are reflecting on our own journey. So especially the Holy Week, it is called Holy Week because the great events that was in the salvation history that took place 2000 years ago took place in this Holy Week, and that's why it's called Holy Week. And starting from Palm Sunday, we go through the institution of the Eucharist on Thursday, betrayal by Judas, and his passion and death, and on Good Friday, his crucifixion, and on Easter Sunday, the resurrection. All these are events that we can reflect on, that it is for us too. So that's why I call it is a personal journey. I would say there are 4 R's that in this Holy Week that we can think of. The Holy Week is supposed to be for reflection, a time of reflection on our own life. It's a time of repentance, because we have to reflect on our own sins. And then it's a time of also renewal of our own life. And of course, at the end for the resurrection is our rejoicing. So the 4 R's. So I think this we should reflect on our own life.
I think this country needs all of those 4
Yes.
at this point.
Yes.
Yeah. Prime Minister gave an Easter message. He said Easter is good over evil. How do you read into that?
I see. Yeah. It's, in a way, it is good because Jesus, by his death, he wins over death and also over sin. So it is a good comparison. But I should say in Papua New Guinea, when you read the newspapers, when you see the media, lots of negative pictures are coming. And so there are lots of evils going on. But at the same time, there are lots of good people. Lots of good things happening in Papua New Guinea. I like to see more positive things happening that are in Papua New Guinea.
And maybe we can report it like that in the newspapers too.
That's right, yes. So they have to see the positive aspects of life. Many years in Papua New Guinea, I see lots of good developments, and also with human development too, lots of great things happening. But at the same time, we love to see the Good Fridays in our life. Only when we see the Good Fridays in our life, we can see the Easter. Meaning that we have to see what are the negative aspects or what are the challenges in Papua New Guinea or in our families or within ourselves, so that we can overcome and come and we can be the real light. So I suggest that it's a Christian country and Thank God we do not have those difficulties that they have in Syria or Iran
Middle
or
East,
Iraq. And so we should be happy. We should thank God for the faith we have, and we call it a Christian country. So this Holy Week should help each individuals to come up and renew our lives. At the same time, as a family and as a country also, that we should reflect.
You used the word challenge, and I think it's an operative word here, particularly as far as the work of the churches is concerned. You do a lot of good work, not in just spiritual well-being of the country and people, but also in health services, in education, and a lot of other things. And of course, the latest news is that the money you were promised, you're not getting. Obviously, not good news in this Easter period.
Yes. I'm very happy, John, you brought it up. It is in the media a lot. The government has cut down almost by 51 million kina for the health, and which is not a good news. You know, people's health is very important, and when they cut money like that, it's not the people in city like Port Moresby or Lae or Madang who will miss out. The people in the rural areas.
And that's where you are.
That's right. That's where the people are helping getting the services from the churches. And in this, 30% of the health services are given by the Catholic Church. And we are not only talking about the Catholic Church, but also on the churches on the whole. Yes. Even if there are government health centers in the rural areas, but they may not have medicines, or the nurses may not be there, but the church people are there.
Yes.
And people, they know if they go to the church health facility, they are sure to get their health, the service. Okay. So the government has to see this and then reverse its decision.
Yeah, okay. All right, you don't have the money now, so what particular services that you used to give are not going to be there this Easter?
Oh, I see. I'm sure if the money is cut like that, I don't know whether they will be able to pay all these nurses, or we will be able to give the medicines needed, and also infrastructure that if there were renovations or new buildings, they won't be put up. Then the salaries may be paid because they are in the salary list, but I think the people who would serve is the people.
Okay, all right. Let's hope the government has heard that.
That's right. I hope I can.
All right. What about Christianity in Papua New Guinea in general? It used to be very strong. We're a Christian country. We're not Muslims. We're not Mohammeds or whatever. We're Christians. Are we strong in the faith that's Christianity among Papua New Guineans, and are we following the principles and the beliefs that go with it, or are we making a loud noise up front but losing it behind?
Very good question. I see it in two different ways. One is Papua New Guinea has come up very strong in the Christian faith. 30 years ago, there were not too many people who could preach the good news. But now they are strong. They were able to receive the good news, but they were not able to share it. But now they can. So they are strong in their faith. But at the same time, this modernization has taken its toll on our faith. For example, in Port Moresby, you don't need to go to the church. You are filled with so many things on the TV, on the internet. So people are, youngsters especially, they are glued to these things. Whereas in the rural areas, Sunday for the church. Everybody goes to the church. Right. After the church, they sit down,
it's
market. That's right.
All the time. Yes,
there is sports there, slowly go. And so that still is in the rural areas. But in the cities, I feel the faith is slowly going down.
Okay.
But we'll have to do something about it so that especially the churches, the different congregations, they have to strengthen this idea of strengthening the faith.
Does the CBC and other mainstream denominations here, do you talk to each other on this particular area?
We do a lot because the CPP, the Church Partnership Program, has brought the churches together very much. We come together at least 3 times a year. Okay. We call it Church Partnership Forum. And in that, the churches have been united, and we talk many issues. And we also talk about some of these issues. And I think we are united more than ever, and we should be able to face the challenges. And we also, I should say, we should talk more and discuss some of these issues.
Okay. We are running out of time, Father. One final question. The Stations of the Cross.
Yes.
Where is it? How is it going to be like?
It is going to start from St. John's, Tokorara, and then end in DBTI, Don Bosco. So I'm very happy to say, each year I also participate. Very big crowds come, and it's not only, though it's coordinated by the Catholic Church, all the churches participate. And I'm very happy, especially to see some people bare feet. They walk in the hot sun. They take it as a personal journey together with Jesus.
Yes.
And they really are a witness to the faith. So I'm very happy. I call all of you, wherever you are, please participate on the Good Friday procession.
Father Victor Roche, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, John. Very kind of you.
This is PNG. Tonight, after the break, I talked to the former commander of the Papua New Guinea Defence Force, Major General Jerry Singarok.